Hello, listeners. We're all here to have fun.
But we'd like to take a moment to encourage you to always drink responsibly.
Never drink and drive.
If you have a complicated relationship with alcohol or other substances and you want to talk about it,
you can call 1-800-662-4357 for support.
Thank you for listening.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
Welcome to Matt and Friends Drink the Universe.
Welcome back, everyone, to Matt and Friends Drink the Universe. Once again, I have some great friends drinking the universe with me, along with my wife. So we're going to go around the table and everybody introduce yourself. We'll start that way.
Starting with me?
Yeah.
Hello from the little wife.
This is Chris. I'm back again. Hooray.
hi, it's Siobhan. I'm here to drink.
This is like a double date going on right now.
Oh, yeah. That's fun.
Brings me back.
Too bad there's no real alcohol in this one. Spoiler alert, friends.
Well, I mean, Siobhan's been pre-gaming with the NA drinks and she's already wasted, so
Listen.
watch out.
Should I insert
I'm
some
Irish.
Italian restaurant music when I go back in?
No, definitely not.
Oh, I think I'm going to have to.
The Godfather theme playing.
That'd be great.
So, as Chris said, this is the alcohol-free episode of Matt and Friends Drink the Universe. And no, it's not because of budgetary concerns. We just wanted to do something a little different today. So we have a wide variety of different alcohols, non-alcohols, things without alcohol. We have a wide variety of things without alcohol that we're going to try throughout this episode. And I will let Siobhan intro the first one because they are of the ingredients that she brought.
Great. Yes. Thank you. So our first non-alcoholic spirit drink that we are trying today is from a company called Monday. I believe they make more than just this mezcal that we're going to have, which for all of you that don't know, mezcal is basically tequila, but not made with blue agave.
If you recall the very first episode of the season, it's what everybody tried at the end thanks to me and then wanted to kill me for. Yeah.
Right.
Do they
I
make a
actually liked
Tuesday?
it. I know. Yeah, you need, I don't know. That's a great question.
Okay.
If they don't make a Tuesday
Too
that
bad.
I know of, but you know, here, if you're listening Monday, it's time for branding changes. So this is a mezcal. We have decided to make a paloma instead of a margarita, which is fine. Palomas are traditionally grapefruit and lime instead of the lime and lemon or lime and sort of a bit of orange that you would normally have with a margarita. So yeah, we're going to try it out. Mezcals also, just for everyone, mezcals that have alcohol in them, because I've never had a non-alcoholic mezcal before, traditionally are very smoky.
Which this definitely on the nose. I haven't tried it yet, but when we opened the bottle and I took a whiff, it is very, very smoky.
There is a smoky whiff, for sure.
There's a whiff of something. I don't know what it is.
We're ready. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so just before Jen's already whiffing again.
Oh, God.
So grapefruit soda essentially is what's in this. Sometimes you can do grapefruit juice. This is grapefruit soda with a lime and then just this delicious mezcal. So we're
Sweet.
going to try it out.
Let's give it cheers.
All right, let's
All
cheers.
right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink, clink,
Bottoms
clink.
up.
Bottoms
Clink,
up.
clink.
Here,
Indeed.
clink, clink.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh,
No.
mine's good.
Mine's good too. It is
It's
very
peppery.
It's very smoky.
Ooh,
Yes.
peppery is
no,
for
that's-
sure.
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, peppery is right.
Oh, there it is.
It's
That's
like
a- whew.
that's what hits your throat. Like normally it'd be the alcoholic burn, but this is like a peppery feel.
Felt like
Normally
when you
it's an
get in
alcoholic
trouble
punch to the face.
and your mom puts pepper on your tongue. Oh, God.
Oh man.
Did that
It's
happen
like-
to you a lot when you were younger?
Apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say for her to have a core memory.
You can have the rest of mine. I'm
Wow.
done.
You know, it's funny to me because tequila and mezcal usually kind of stick around a little, like alcoholic versions.
No,
and this is like sticking around, but it's that
Yes.
pepper flavor.
It
It's
is.
not like the burn.
It is.
Oh,
And I wonder if they were like, well,
You know what's interesting is that the carbonation from the grapefruit, whatever it was, seltzer, I think is enhancing that peppery.
maybe a little bit. Yeah.
So it's like really burny in your throat.
yes. I think it's burning my pancreas.
my duodenum.
Oh my duodenum.
Oh.
You were going to do that.
Okay, sorry. Was not a fan of that one.
No, I mean, listen, you know what? I bet if you mixed it a little bit differently, you might be okay.
A little
But it
more
is-
grapefruit juice, maybe. Mine was a little heavier on the grapefruit juice, and
Yeah.
it's not. Then again, I in my brain was still computing mezcal with what happened in the first episode.
I
and
was prepared to hate this, and I don't hate it.
no,
Well, and Jen was spared from that.
she was.
From
Oh,
that.
yeah.
and I
Well,
didn't hate it.
The
It's like
worm.
So I
can't have
guess
alcohol,
that's how you know.
real alcohol. So
Right.
Ugh.
And there's a variety of reasons why you might want to have these drinks as well, which is part of the reason we're doing this particular episode. So
Yeah.
hopefully this will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like, and I love this because part of why we're doing it, right, is that not just because, oh, it's trendy, or I found these because I was definitely served these as Instagram ads. But the idea that there's this mindset shift kind of in the ether of call it Gen Z, whatever you might want to call it. As an elder millennial, I can call it whatever I want, I suppose. But that the idea is that there's still these flavors out there that we can try and recreate, but we don't necessarily need to have alcohol as part of it. So like, I'm excited, I think I want to mess with this a little more.
I'm gonna say something that
Mezcal
makes me,
with it.
sound like I'm older than I am because I'm not
Always.
that old. But I've started to get to the point. I think I've turned the corner recently where too much alcohol sucks the next morning. And so the thought, if I can get a drink that tastes like what I want it to taste like, but remove that terrible, terrible feeling the next day,
Yeah.
is really, it's very
Well, and
enticing to me.
I think I'm going to addendum onto your thing because what you actually mean is not too much alcohol. It's like 1 to 2 alcoholic drinks. Someone could hear too much alcohol and be like, oh, Chris, well, if you do 6 shots tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
you're going to feel real crappy. Right.
No,
but like,
yeah,
no,
that's-
he means like he's had a beer or
Yeah.
like an 8% beer and then feels like trash in the
Yeah.
And you
morning.
feel a little, yeah. Yeah, no, I totally understand that because it's definitely, it is a progressive thing, right? You're in your early 20s. You can put them down and it's not real big deal.
yes,
You get to your late 20s, that hangover gets really real for most of the next day.
And the funny thing also is there's days where, like, after the bourbon podcast episode that we did, which I drank quite a bit that night. I had
You
my
sure
DD
did.
over here
Yeah.
drive me home.
I was mad.
I was fine the next morning. So there's I'm still fine sometimes.
And he's always kind of had
I
that
think a
maybe
lot-
fun
what it
genetic
is.
thing.
yeah.
I think a lot of it is in the ingredients too, and I've always believed that. A lot of it is in the ingredients in what you're drinking, because I'll be honest, if I have like a Bud Light or Coors Light, that after is going to be about 30,000 times worse than it's going to be.
Oh, I wonder why that is. Is it because everyone's shouting at you and making fun of you? Because that's what I would do. I'd be like, oh,
Partially.
have fun with your Bud Light, Matt. That's what I would do the whole time. And you'd be like, oh, man, bummer.
Sweet. What are we doing next?
Oh, yeah, let's
So-
do the next one.
Before
What?
we do that, Siobhan, do you
Yeah.
want to try this straight?
Oh,
Yeah.
No, don't
let's
do
do it.
All right.
Why not? I don't know where I'm going to do that.
we're going to
Let's
let
see.
them do that.
Yeah,
You
you guys.
Jen and I are abstaining from that.
we should just get the pepper out, and
There you
that's
go.
what
All
it's
right,
going to
you're
taste
going
like.
for a
just because-
legit
Well,
shot glass.
I'm not going to pour a lot, to be fair.
No.
I still have the aftertaste
we're
in my
gonna-
throat
really,
right now.
I'll be honest, it's still sticking around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's still.
Yeah.
And again, that doesn't really happen with the alcohol.
No,
like it's usually
almost
a
like there's
burn.
like jalapeno or something.
Did you see
in
me
this.
burp
It's
it up
pepper.
before? Because
Yeah,
I
I
was
did.
trying not to do that on
I
the
did,
mic.
girl. I did. All right, we're not doing a lot, friends, but
All
we're
right.
gonna see what this is like. So,
Ugh.
clink.
Mm.
Oh no!
Oh, the
I told
face.
you.
Oh man,
I warned you.
This
That
is,
I knew
this
it.
is why we need to start video recording these because the faces.
It's like put the alcohol back
oh my
in.
god. Do you know what's so funny? It's
To quote-
really. Oh my god, it's really like bright in the beginning, and then it just ruins your life.
To quote Rob.
It's
Oh my god, it lit. Honestly, my mouth is. I feel like I'm on Hot Ones when like you
Yeah.
do
We
one
need
of
that.
the
We
like.
need the hot one sound effect.
you do.
Oh. Oh, that was. Hi.
I'm sweating.
I
I,
haven't-
feel like I'm sweating. Guys, this doesn't have alcohol
I
in it.
feel
and I'm
like
freaking
you should
out.
have just put pepper on your tongue. That probably would have been better.
I mean, that.
Experience.
Well,
Oh boy.
one
Ooh.
down.
Okay.
You know what though? Wait, should we like try and do a rating on this
I give
out of
it.
5?
Out of
I
5?
give
Yeah.
it 2 chili peppers out of 5.
Okay.
Is that what you're doing? I'm giving it a negative.
Okay. Yeah,
You can.
that's
yeah.
fine. You do whatever
I'm
you
going to
want.
give it 1 pepper shaker. That's it.
Oh my god, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all. Where am I
It-
from?
The Paloma cocktail. Like I can drink this.
Yes. Right.
I'm drinking it slowly, which is good too. Usually, like the alcohol itself would slow you down, so I feel like the pepperiness of this is slowing me down from chugging it. So
I gave
feel-
mine away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jen's Jen's actual rating is gave it away
Guys, I might be like a solid 2.5.
out of 5.
Yeah.
All right.
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah. I mean, definitely not doing it straight.
I
but-
definitely,
No,
well,
no,
I
no.
did it straight and I'm still here. So fine. I also feel like if we mixed that into something that was a good, sweet balance, we'd be set.
Yeah, I think the drink needed to be a little either less fizzy, because mine was pretty fizzy, or
Whatever.
a little more sweet, and it would have been nice. Yeah.
I think the interesting part too is a lot of our chat before this kind of setup was, oh, we think that this is just going to be like this sort of light, like,
Definitely
oh, we're
wasn't.
not going to get a lot of flavor. We're going to get like kind of whatever this wisp of a alcohol flavor. And now I'm like, oh, just kidding. Everything's going to taste like pepper for the rest of my life now.
Yeah, I think
Distinct
that's
possibility.
That's something to really distill out of the
Get it?
the
Good one.
I know.
Oh.
Thanks for making it too obvious. All right.
I-
No,
You said it, not me.
NA stuff, typically people think like it's going to not taste the same. It's going to be really like flavorless, yada, yada. And this really is the opposite of that. They
Yeah.
achieved a lot of flavor in that
I'm not
mezcal.
sure if it's the flavor we like. but here
Quality
we are.
of flavor, and just for the record, by Jen rating that giving drink away, it was more like aggressively thrust it at me
Right,
across
yes.
the table than
Yeah.
a giveaway. So, with that said, I will let Jen intro the first item that she brought, and
So we went this weekend to pick something out, and this is my pick. It is a sparkling brut.
Yum.
It's called Free. I asked the woman if that means it is free at the store. She didn't find it very funny, but me and Matt did. So I decided to try this. This is something new to me in particular. I've never had this brand before, but sometimes I do have sparkling wine and I pair it with orange juice as like a mimosa.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
I can't drink anymore due to my medications, which
Totes.
I brought up on a past episode. So I kind of create my own. So we're gonna try this one,
Yeah.
see if we like it.
I just, before I pop the top, I want to read the little quote on the side because I think it's cool. It says, "True happiness lies in the freedom to be yourself."
Oh.
So you should have put that as your quote at the end, not in the middle of the podcast.
But it's
Oh, God.
free with one E.
Yay.
It pops like real champagne.
It
If you could have
does.
all only
Okay.
seen Matt's face trying to open
He
that.
did.
I
It
need a
was
new cup.
struggle.
Please, not in the same cup as the pepper.
Yeah,
Oh.
can you
You don't
reach
want a
us
pepper
some of
cup?
that finest glassware that we have over
Yes.
there by the Solo Corporation?
Thank you.
Non-spawn.
Non-spawn. Could be a spawn. Solo.
Pour me a lot. I need to cover
Is
that
this
pepper.
even a solo cup?
It is.
It should be.
Doesn't say it. Sorry, Solo.
They're probably from the
Oh,
dollar
Now
store.
they're going to sue us.
Oh, well.
They're
Sue
definitely
us.
Solo cups. I have the bag out.
Pretty
in
sure
the-
they're not going to sue us.
All right. Once everybody gets it,
Passing it around. Let me take a sniff.
you're very daring putting that in the same cup.
Oh.
Well, I emptied it out.
Oh, okay.
I'm not mixing.
All right.
Oh, this smells.
Scared.
Ooh, this smells nice and fruity. Not going to lie.
Ooh,
It
very
smells
fruity.
very good.
Yeah, it does smell good.
All right, drink number 2. Cheers.
Clink. Cheers.
Clink, clink, clink. Very fizzy.
Very
Yes.
fizzy.
Oh. Grapey.
It has a nice.
So grapey.
Almost like a white grape.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It has a nice champagne taste to it, though. Like
Yeah, I don't hate this. This
to
is
me,
good.
it just tastes like the little bit of alcohol bite you get in the champagne was just pulled off the top, and you get some of that flavor on the back end.
Still working through the pepper, everybody.
I
But
am
think-
too. I feel like it might have brought out some of the pepper at one point.
I mean, I think I like it. It's mild. Are you not a fan?
I'm not a fan.
Okay.
I
but
think
you don't
maybe
really like
mixed with
sweet
something.
stuff.
Maybe
Totes.
as a mimosa.
Yeah.
The OJ may
Like
liven
sweeten
it
it a little bit.
Well, this is your go-to mimosa for holidays, right?
This
Like
is
yeah.
usually something I do, but sometimes I put a splash of like 7-Up or something like that in it just to give it a little bit more sweetness. So maybe this with orange juice and a little bit of 7-Up would be good.
I would compare this with an Asti.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Which-
a good comparison.
I think is that I like this. I would drink this.
It's way too carbonated for me.
Oh, well, we already heard your last drink was too fizzy, Chris. And we already heard that you think you're older than you
But
are.
this
So
isn't like-
Mr. Fizzy
yeah,
Pants over here
it's
is going
just-
to have all the trouble with the fizzy drinks.
We're going to get to whiskey in a few minutes here.
Right.
So.
Okay. Well,
And we got
Free?
some beer too.
Yeah. Strap in,
Free success.
everyone. Yeah, this is good. I'm
Yeah.
not going to lie. I'm a fan.
Out of 5, I'd say 3. I'll go with 3. I'm not overly wowed, but I'm not deeply disappointed either.
same. I would give it about a 3.
I'll probably 3.5 it. I'm going to half a lot of these probably.
Yeah, I'm going with the number 2 again.
I thought you were going to say a 4. I'm like, you're lying to everyone, Chris.
No.
Yeah.
Again, and I've said this a few times, this is the type of drink that I would not choose this, but if it was the thing available to drink, I can drink it. I'm not going to turn it away because it's awful or anything like that.
I feel like the other thing to point out too is that like this episode, or maybe just our approach to this, is not necessarily to say like, oh, this is the same. You could fool me. It's like we all know,
Right.
right? This isn't
Yeah.
alcohol, but like, are we still kind of cool with the flavor?
not-
Are we as satisfied maybe as what
Yeah.
we would normally
And that's why I'm
get
saying like this
from a
that's,
bar?
that's how this is for me.
Yeah.
If I was at a wedding or
Yes.
some other event where they didn't want to actually serve alcohol, but they served these instead, I'd be all about it. Like,
would not
that's-
be sad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's-
sure.
All right, here we go. I'm going to put my psych degree through rare work
Ooh.
right now. So is everybody familiar with the placebo effect, how that typically
Yes.
works?
Mhm.
Yes.
One of the favorite experiments of the psych undergrad is to serve fake alcohol at a party and just see how people
Yeah.
behave. It's been done like 100 billion times, and it's hilarious every time. I feel like with the flavor of this particular champagne by Free, you could pull off that experiment with this and fool people properly. They wouldn't necessarily go, that doesn't have alcohol in
Agreed.
it.
Yeah.
It has the flavor that you could pass it off.
I don't know if you would be able to. I wouldn't call it champagne necessarily.
Well, you can't because it's not
made in the
from the
Champagne region
Champagne
of France.
region.
no, I don't.
It's
I'm not
Californian.
being dumb and bougie. You know what I mean? Like, but I would call it more
Not
of a
this
sparkling
time.
wine because sparkling wines and champagne taste different to me. In
They do,
the first
depending
place.
on the flavor and what grape they're made with. And
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So this is more on that sparkling wine train to me.
Yeah, and I think I'm like reading the label right now.
And
but-
it's not as sweet. It's not.
no, it's really not. But it's alcohol removed wine.
Oh, okay.
So it went, I assume, through
Yeah.
a typical wine process and then had the alcohol removed. Plus they add grape juice and a couple of other things. So that's cool.
It really does taste like white grape,
yeah.
yeah.
like Welch's. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Welch's white
Yeah.
grape
Yep.
juice. It
Yep.
reminds me of that.
But it's not like Martinelli's, right? Like where you buy like the like fake cider
Boone's Farm.
that's clearly never been through any kind of
Oh, I
like
see your
wine
point. Yeah,
process.
okay,
you
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Boone's Farm is wine.
I know
Chris,
that. No, that's why I thought you were
made
comparing
with
it to like
highlighters.
the really cheap, like
no, like $2
It's
chuck.
free.
yeah, $2
Yeah.
chuck.
It
yeah.
was free.
It was free.
The Martinellis, for me, it's the you're slightly underage and your parents are like, feel like you're one of us. And you're
Yeah.
like, you just give me Welch's. It's insulting.
Yeah.
Truly. And club soda or something.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh, you could give this at church.
So should we
there
move
you go.
on? Should we
Yeah.
move on to the whiskey and see what happens?
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's do it.
All right. So read us what's on that whiskey bottle you're holding, Siobhan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is from the company Ritual. I like went on this crazy website that like has a ton of zero proof spirits on it. There's I can't remember the name of it, which is great. It's probably something like zero proof or something super obvious, but Ritual is a company that makes a couple zero proof spirits, just kind of like Monday, but this is a whiskey alternative from them. It lists a ton of different notes and flavors on the bottle. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a liquor replacement. We're going to see, we have some old fashions that we made with all essentially alcohol free additives to this whiskey alternative. So we're going to see what it's like.
Yeah, I just made a standard old fashioned with these. We did a little bit of orange peel in it and some muddled cherry with the Ritual and some Angostura bitters and just a little splash of simple syrup.
Yeah.
So it's a new old fashioned.
Clinker up.
Ah,
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. Again, I feel like I'm a horrible barometer.
For mine, there's too much simple syrup in it, but
Oh,
I was
take
tasting
time.
more of the, what is it? The
You
cherry?
want the bottle?
Yeah.
You just swig. Take a swig.
Make sure, give it
Swig
a
it
little
around.
swirly swirl.
little swirly. Mine's actually quite good.
Awesome.
I will say.
I'm not offended by. I just can tell that it has too much simple syrup.
I get the flavors of the old fashioned though. Like I really like a good old fashioned. We have a place near us where we live called the Bookstore. It's an old fashioned speakeasy. It's wonderful. They make, as far as I'm concerned, the best old fashioned on the planet. This taste, it reminds me of that. It has all the correct flavors, but again, it's missing that bite on the front
old
end.
fashioned
Right.
like a highball, or is that different?
It's different.
Different.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. But
we used to.
yeah,
My family used to make those growing up.
I think highballs.
But the
someone's gonna yell
smell
at
just
us.
reminds me.
It's
similar.
very citrusy.
Yeah.
I will say I just poured myself a shot of this, and it's so citrusy smelling.
I like it.
Oh,
Are you
maybe that's
drinking
what
it
it is.
straight now?
I'm
from...
gonna try. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I don't hate it, so that's good.
Oh,
I
that's
mean-
weak.
Oh
It's
yeah.
very weak, but it's good though.
Okay.
It's so to call it whiskey is almost insulting.
Okay, to whiskey.
Yeah.
It is.
No, that's
it's,
fair.
It's nothing like whiskey. It's its own completely different thing, which is a good thing, but it's just not whiskey, you know? So
Yeah.
it makes a decent old fashioned because you're getting kind of the fruity tones, the little sweetness, sweet and bitter, but you don't get any bite at all. And that's why I thought there was too much simple syrup. It's not that there's too much simple.
No.
There's just no
It's-
bite to this.
It's put the alcohol
whiskey
back
replacement.
in.
I'm still
Yeah, it
gonna-
really is.
So to me, this is. Are all of you familiar with the movie The Princess Bride?
Of course.
Of
We
course.
just
Okay.
watched it.
Listeners, if you've never seen that movie, pause the
Get
podcast,
out.
go watch
Yeah,
it, come
really.
back, and then unpause the podcast.
As
so
you
this
wish.
to me tastes like somebody took a whiskey bottle, hooked it up to the machine that they sucked the life out of Wesley with, cranked it up to 90 or 100 or wherever he went, and was mostly dead. And then we're like, here, we have an alcohol-free spirit. Try this. That is what it tastes like to me.
Yeah, it's someone just killed the life
Okay.
out of the whiskey.
I don't know though, because okay. Like
I didn't
obviously
mind it.
all feelings are valid here. Okay, everybody. But what would we have added other than literal whiskey? This is probably pretty close,
That's what I said. Yeah,
Right?
It
Like-
just doesn't have the burn
which is
that an old fashioned
okay.
kind of has.
Which I'm okay with because
Right.
I don't like the
You know,
burn.
Right?
Well-
Let's be fair, though. The last thing that we had that burn,
Yeah,
You know,
really.
and it was not pleasant.
You
well,
know
not
what's
the
funny?
wine, but yeah.
This tastes like the old fashions that they tried to scam us with on the boat, where they poured soda water on the top of it.
Oh, well, don't get in fights with people because some people put soda
I
water
know.
in their old
Well,
fashions.
those people are wrong. So
Okay. To me, it's a little sweet.
it is.
And like some whiskey has like a sweet, that's the thing too, right? So like what kind of whiskey are we trying to capture in this? Because there's like
Yeah.
a million kinds of whiskey. Like this is clearly not trying to be single
I'm also
malt
wondering
scotch.
if there's something
you know?
that we could do, like add to this to get more of that bite back.
Liquor.
Ethyl alcohol.
Alcohol.
It's
Yeah, well.
alcohol,
Put
Chris.
the alcohol back in.
I know. I don't know, you guys.
It's just too sweet to me.
I,
like
This
it's
is
I
just,
okay
thought
to
it
me.
mixed well in the old fashioned, though. I thought it made a drink that if I was suddenly unable to drink whiskey and that was my choice for old fashioned, that would
Right.
work.
I would
it-
say
that
it
would
does
work.
It's not like
taste
it's the
similar.
worst.
No, I would prefer that to water. And that's my litmus test for all of this. I would go for this before I went for water.
I don't know
So-
about that.
yeah.
I do love
this
some
is
hydration.
the first one where I may pass on it.
Okay, fair.
Wow.
Like if I was at a party and I had this before and they're like, "Hey, have this," I'd be like, "No, that's all right." But that's because
Chris wants the real deal.
I'm a
right.
whiskey
Yeah.
person.
He
Yeah.
is.
And
He is.
so
That's fair.
that's
Yeah.
I'm almost like, yeah, if I can't have the real thing, I don't want it at all.
Then you're
Yeah.
never getting invited again.
Yeah, all right.
Which he's also fine with for
Yeah.
everyone that doesn't know him.
All right, so we're bouncing all around the periodic table of alcohol-free liquor here. Next up, we have some Moscato.
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 That is
Moscato.
alcohol-free that we're going to
picked it
try.
out.
So let's quick do the ratings on our ritual whiskey alternative because I feel like, we all weighed in. How are we feeling about this?
Yeah. This is the first one. We were just saying this. I would pass on this.
So are you abstaining or are you just going to, are you going to give
No,
it?
I'm going to give it a 0.
Wow.
Okay. I was wondering if it was a roll call vote or he was going to vote nada.
Right.
All right.
Oh, I'm 3.5ing it. I liked it.
Mm.
I'll be honest. If people around me were like, if I was at a party, this is very fair. I don't want to do shots of Jack Daniels. And if they were like, you either do Jack Daniels or this, I'd probably pick this. And that's a lot
Sure.
because I would rather drink this.
I actually didn't mind it. I think I'd give it a 4
Ooh.
Wow.
because, well, one,
You're not even a whiskey
I'm not even
person.
a whiskey drinker. I did like that it
No.
was sweeter and it didn't burn. So for me, someone who doesn't drink alcohol anymore, but knows what the real one tastes like, I didn't mind it. I thought it was way better than the pepper.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The mess in our
I
lives
actually
up
liked
mezcal.
it better than the sparkling brute,
Oh,
for sure.
look at this. We're opening minds and
Well,
doors.
again, I think that just speaks to how different it is from actual whiskey.
Right.
we all know that you like whiskey, Chris. It's okay. Get off your platform.
No, it's fine. But like,
Okay,
it's,
if he does.
it's the way it is.
Of course it's okay.
Yeah.
So I will say that mixed in the old fashioned, for me, that was a solid 3. By itself, that drops down to a 1. It doesn't have the allure by itself.
Yeah.
It could even have a little more like an oaky flavor to it or
Yeah,
smoky
it needs
flavor
something
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I feel like if whatever they did to make that spend a little time in a barrel, it would be that much better.
Hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, now I think we can move on.
Okay.
Let's go for this Moscato.
All right. So I brought with me, I live here, so I didn't bring it with me.
She brought it into this
I brought
room.
it into this room. Actually, Matt did.
All the way
so-
down the hallway.
So
All the
many
way
lies. Already
it's-
we're lying.
And again, it is by the brand Free. Don't confuse it at
Not
the store.
free.
Not free. It's not like when you're at what's that restaurant for your family?
Olive Garden.
Yeah. So anyway,
It's not the
This
free
is-
wine sampler at the beginning, right?
so this is alcohol removed wine by Free. It's a Moscato from California vineyards. And it says it's a sophisticated alternative. So we're going to check this out. I'm going to open it up. I'm just going to read a little bit on the back. It says that there's some aromas of rose petals, peaches, sweet, creamy flavors. So we're going to see.
Oh,
If
I
we
love
agree
a
with
sweet,
that.
creamy flavor.
So let me open it up here. Apparently I'm a weak one.
It's a twist off. Do you want me to do it?
No, you know what? I don't break anything in here.
Twist.
Too much expensive equipment.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
We believe in you.
Oh,
You got it.
I got
Yeah.
this.
It's like Chris was making fun of me
Yes.
before. I'm opening that champagne bottle apprehensively and then take out something
Look,
worth some
at
money in
least
here.
she didn't have a crazy face on. You had a crazy
That's-
face on.
well-
Crazy face. All right.
Okay, so the other, I'm scarred. I've had several champagne
Oh, what?
incidents. I hit myself in the head with a champagne cork once the first time I ever met
Oh,
I was
Jen.
just
yeah.
going to say
I was
that.
trying to talk to her, and then
We were all there at that
Very
party.
early
No.
No, you
weren't
just
trying to
walked
talk.
in.
You walked in and went,
And went,
"What's up,
"Pow!"
everybody?"
Yeah.
Yep.
The other time when
And he
you
was dressed as a gangster.
when you first met
Best
my
entrance
my
ever.
best friend, you were trying to open it and you took out almost my eye, but you took out my mom's dishwasher and left a dent on it.
I did.
Oh my
I hit
God.
the light
Why
panel.
did we
and it
let
came
him
down.
do this?
Oh.
He also same day opened the refrigerator and the whole handle fell off.
Thank God
Oh,
we're
must
all
have been
safe.
nervous.
Now it's out there for the whole world. Thank
Yeah.
you all
Yeah.
so
It
much.
made him nervous, I guess.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna have
God.
to cut
Not
down on
anymore.
the size of the crew cabin for future voyages here.
Do we
at
have
Friends
new
Drink the
cups?
Universe.
Yes.
Oh, is this
New
my
cups.
cup?
Mhm.
Here, I'm gonna pour for my friends first.
All right.
Oh,
How much
your
you want?
homies.
We're not-
Pour
we're-
one out
we're
for the
not pouring
homies.
one out.
Oh, I
Chilling
thought that's
with
what
my
she
homies.
meant.
Here.
That's what she meant. She's
my
like, I'll pour
homies.
one out for the homies. And I was like, don't pour it on the ground,
Oh
girl. This is your
my
house.
God.
Here, do
Uh-oh.
you want more
Why?
or less?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
Are we
passing.
just,
I'm-
we're just
Oh,
passing.
passing?
We're passing. Okay.
We're back
Okay,
to
here. This is the
preschool. We're
empty one.
passing.
This
Guys,
is-
we're really bad
My
at this.
This is an
This is
operation.
mine.
What are you
by the
Just
way.
decided.
doing?
All
Oh
right.
my God. I
Here.
live with him, everyone. I don't know how to do this.
Chris is going to hate this. I'm just going to go
Do
ahead.
we
and
all
pour it
have
up.
one?
No.
No. Matt, what are you doing?
You start. Okay. You're making fun of me. You started with the glass the farthest from you.
I just
So-
said hand him to me.
Well,
It's-
okay.
You're
I
colorblind.
smell
you can't
nothing
see.
for the record. I smell
Hey, hey.
nothing.
Let me smell.
It's like a hint.
It's a hint of like
It's free of flavor.
Peaches.
All right, here we go. Cheers.
Free
All
of
right,
scent.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Plastic
Scent
clink.
free.
Plastic clink.
What do you think?
That tastes like they took the sparkle out of the brute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost
We should mix
it's
some.
viscous feeling
Yeah.
to me.
I wonder if we could mix this Moscato with that brute.
I mean, you could. It'd just be more grape juice. This,
But it needs
grapey.
bubbly.
this
It
to
needs
me
more
tastes
bubble.
like Welch's white grape juice.
Yes.
It's just a
It's
little less
flat.
sugary and not much less sugary.
Well, it is
just
flat.
a little.
It's wine. It's just
Yeah.
it's not meant to be fizzy.
No, it's just not what I expected. I guess.
I want more from this. You start drinking it and you're like, oh, because
Yeah.
it just isn't.
the
promising.
aftertaste is there,
I
but
feel like it has so little flavor.
It really does.
But
it
it's
has
pretty
it has
sweet.
a very viscous
it tastes like wine.
consistency, like
Yeah.
that, like wine does.
Yes, the texture.
I don't taste
And it
the
is
peach.
sweet.
Do you?
Hint of is it supposed to have a hint of peach?
A little
it
bit.
says, It says peach, but I'm getting more
That
of
makes me wish Andy was here because
It
Andy
says
would
rose.
probably taste it and be like, it's all peach.
and
You
sweet,
can smell it.
creamy flavors.
If you
I'm just
smell it,
tasting
you can-
I don't
sweet.
get any of the
I
creamy
don't smell
flavors.
I'm not
anything.
getting creamy. I'm just getting sweet.
I get a little peach on the nose when you smell it.
There is a little bit.
I guess that's
I
what I'm
normally
smelling. I don't
drink
know.
Moscato before I couldn't have alcohol, so that was like my number one favorite wine. So obviously it's a little disappointing because the alcohol is not in it, but
Well, I'll be honest. This is better than any Moscato I've ever had.
But
because
it's-
I really don't like Moscato.
but it's,
Calling
it's
Moscato
good.
out.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think I like this one better, definitely better than the Brute.
Better than the brew.
oh wow.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
And I normally like it with a little bubbly.
Pep.
What kind of ratings are we giving this?
Sorry, that was me.
I'll
Oh,
I'll give it a 3.
He's gonna give it a burp out
I'll
of
give
5.
it. I'll give it a
3.
3. I don't think it's awful. I mean, it hits the spot. It tastes like a grape juice. It's got that viscous kind
Yeah.
of wine
I'm
taste
not offended.
to it. Yeah, it's not an offensive flavor.
It's just missing the little burn at the end of the alcohol.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
we're not going to get that within
You're not.
anything that we drink tonight. But
It's good. I like it. It's sweet. I tend to gravitate more towards sweet things. So
I mean, when I used to go to the liquor store, when you could drink alcohol, I'd end up every trip with and a bottle of Moscato for Jen. That was like how the brain
Right.
process worked. And
and that other stuff. Oh my gosh, what was that? It's like $5 a bottle. It's so cheap.
that really
I
cheap
shouldn't even say this out
champagne
loud.
stuff.
Andre.
Strawberry.
No, it's not
Andre.
Oh, Arbor Mist.
You know
No.
what?
Okay.
Farther
Andre,
down the
speaking
ladder.
of Andre, we used to serve that at my old job, like around around Christmas time. And we had some there and it was left over. And I was like, oh, it's from last Christmas. Did it age? Maybe it tastes better. And I'll never forget
Oh
the
my
one
God,
girl's
girl,
like,
no.
no, this does not age like that.
Oh no.
You cannot-
Wait, what
you
are you
cannot-
talking
Drinking a
about?
fine Andre.
Yeah. Ooh.
was
Said
like,
no one
ooh.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what are you guys? I'm trying to figure it out. Then Sutter Home.
No, I can see the bottle. It's got a gold label. It's got like a gold plastic top on it.
It has a
Twist it off.
strawberry on it.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna
Wait,
bug me.
Strawberry.
raspberry teeny or something?
Is that local?
No,
No.
Because like
We had it in the limo at our wedding.
it was
Oh,
not by choice.
I thought it
I'm
was
telling you,
for-
I
no,
guess
it
it's
was
not
for me.
Arbor Mist.
It wasn't Arbor Mist. I'm not a
I
big.
do kind of
I
miss
don't-
Arbor Mist now.
I
No
don't.
one-
I don't really like
no
that
one.
brand,
Chris,
but
we get it.
I don't remember what it was. But okay, not
Very
$5. It's
sweet.
like $7.
Okay, listen, that's basically $5.
But whatever. I mean, for me, it was good
Listen,
enough.
you like what you like. That's all that matters.
Verdi. It's
Verdi.
Verdi.
Oh,
Yes.
totes.
but not the plain one. It was the strawberry flavored one.
those are screw top champagne.
Yep.
Yes, I loved it.
That's a thing.
I hung out at a bar in college
Or
when the party used to
sparkling
get
wine.
going.
On
They'd
a
be
cheap
like
date.
$2
good.
bottle of champagne. It would be a bottle of Verdi every
Oh,
time.
man.
Like,
Gross.
I forgot
And
about
clear.
that.
At that age, you don't know better.
well,
know,
true.
I miss
And we're
Cosmos.
also, it's 1:30 in the morning. So
That's fair.
Next one we'll do.
Yeah,
maybe
next
a
one we'll do
non-alcoholic
Cosmos. Well, we should
Cosmos.
get a vodka alternative. We don't have one of
Mm.
those, which
yeah.
is basically potato water.
we do have
Yes.
something close though. And I
What?
feel like this next one.
Wait, we
has-
still have to give our ratings.
Oh, we
Y'all,
do.
we have been
Let me get
drinking,
one
but
more
not
sip.
alcohol. Wake
Matt
up.
just wants to
friends.
rip through it.
I know,
I'm
he
like,
really
ah.
does.
Well, no, Matt
Mm.
said 3.
I said 3. Yeah, I
Right.
said 3.
All right. What do you got, Siobhan?
Great question, Chris. I'm the one that called for the ratings, huh?
Yeah.
I can't remember what I rated the Brute. Do we rate that?
Yeah.
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 Forget what my rating was.
I might go with a 3.
I'm going another 0 on this.
Okay.
This
All
is,
right.
This is a not going to drink
I'm
it.
going to go with a 5 just because.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah, I
All
liked
right.
it better than this last one.
Well, yeah, it's your favorite so
but
far.
it's my favorite so far just because I'm used to having Moscato and I like it more of the sweet things.
yeah,
So-
fair enough.
I'm doing this just for you. Spousal privilege.
Stellar Sip.
Hey, if it hits the spot that you're looking for, who cares what it is, right? Like
Right.
we've said that
Absolutely.
before. It's what you're looking for.
After a long day
So
of
drink
work,
it, yeah.
some free Moscato.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All
Do it
right.
up.
So I'm going to cool my jets down here. It's all the sugar and all this got me all hyped.
Yeah, probably.
So next up, I feel like this one has a high bar to clear for Siobhan and I because we are
Yes.
both huge fans of this particular
Spirit.
liquor, and that is gin. And we're going to do this in a gin and tonic.
Indeed.
And hopefully not be sad afterwards. So
We'll
let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
So Siobhan, what do you
Yes.
got?
So, friends, this might be our Krista Reamer round for Matt and I.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we're big gin fans, like he said. So this is Ritual again, same as the whiskey alternative. This is a gin alternative. It smells a little like Pine Sol. We've already decided that.
I did
Sorry
state
to color everyone's
Yeah.
time with that.
came out of the
Smell it.
bottle eerily similar to bathroom cleaner.
But it
Clorox.
does, yeah, it does say a million other things like Siberian pine, coriander berries, sweet basil, English cucumber, all those types of things, which are very gin adjacent / gin references. So yeah, we'll see. We've mixed it with some tonic. Matt did real classy lemon juice in his, and
Yep.
I did some squeezes of lime in
Oh,
ours.
I know a lot of
So-
people like
What about
lime with
mine?
the gin and tonic. You
Yours
have a
is the
splash
classy
of
lemon juice. Get ready.
the
I don't think it's
family
going to
way.
make it any better or worse anyway, so you'll be fine.
We'll see.
That's honestly, it's how my dad introduced me to them.
Yeah.
So when I went to a bar and they were like, "Here's a slice of lime," I was like, "Why'd you make this wrong?" And then I learned that the rest of the planet actually drank
Correct.
it with lime. So
Well, I mean, it's, again, to each their own, like
Yep.
as usual.
It smells really nice.
Oh, good. Get on it.
All right, here we go.
Clinkies.
Eh,
Clinkies. Matt and I are sad already. Hooray.
Oh, too much lime.
There's no lime in it.
No?
Yours
What is it,
lemon.
Yours is lemon.
Lemon.
Whatever it is. Too much.
it's not the lemon. There's not that much in it. It has a nice.
Mine's very citrusy.
Yeah. It has a nice nothing is the answer to that.
Very, very tart.
Yeah.
Spruce tips, if you will.
It's not even though.
It's much even.
Does that one have any kind of peppery finish?
I taste like I have gone to a
Okay.
Christmas tree farm and licked up the side of a pine
See, I
tree.
don't- I don't taste
I don't
that.
think it's.
That's so
yeah,
funny.
it's-
I definitely get that too.
I mean,
Maybe
it
I should
has
maybe
that
not more.
medicinal.
Dramatically. But
Let me
yeah.
mix it more.
It has
It's botanical.
Yeah, the botanical medicinal flavors, but it's not like slapping you in the face. It's really muted to me.
No,
Yeah. I don't taste the pine.
That's so
Really?
Well,
like
I get a fair
in
amount of the
comparison
pine.
to an actual gin, which is like full on spruce. Like this
it's
is
not
that.
spruce.
No.
Gin is
Or
juniper.
juniper.
But,
juniper. Yeah.
And
And I
there's
usually don't
juniper in
like
this.
gin.
Yeah.
Are you going
But
to
I
try
like
it straight?
this.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
But yeah.
All right.
They don't have
you're not
alcohol in
gonna
them,
die,
for
yeah.
God's sake.
Well, that's true. I'm just.
I mean, again, I am not adventurous in
You're
a lot of
being
ways,
very adventurous.
but beverage wise, adventurous. Because I'm like, what? It's just it all texture wise is the same.
That's good.
So might as well just try it, right? So
I'm not adventurous.
So to dial back to episode 1, perhaps if we put some of this underwater, we
yeah,
can get you snorkeling.
I would have a panic attack still probably. All right, let's see. Oh, it's worse.
Oh,
I
okay.
bet- yeah, I can't see any of these being good by themselves. So
I'm letting it marinate.
I feel like this is a really like a really lame limeade.
Okay.
It's a good comparison.
Like all I get is the lime, and then I get this like weird botanical finish that is like nothing. It's so muted, it's nothing to me.
You had the lime, I had the lemon, but it tasted very citrus.
Do you know what's funny too? Because I don't actually even really like super botanical gin. Because this is the other thing. Like whiskey, gin profiles are extremely varied.
Yeah, you've got a lot of different types.
Yes. So you've kind of got like really botanical gin. You've got really clean gin, like Beefeater gin from London, Blue Coat, which is what I'm also drinking today because I can't just only have this
her
kind of
palate
gin.
cleanser.
Right. Clean, not really juniper-y. Then you've got like Bombay Sapphire.
Bombay.
You've got like Tanqueray.
What's the one that turns colors?
That's the Empress.
Yes.
Yeah, that's got the pea blossom in it. Yeah,
Yes.
that's delicious. That's a great gin. But all of those are really different. And this is almost like trying to be their weird cousin.
Okay. Yeah. And that's how I felt like the whiskey was too. Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
to branch out on my sound effects for this one and use one I don't normally use, but
It's a bummer.
because that's just how this one makes me feel inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you going to do what's the bad one?
Oh, you know what? I was afraid if I did that one, someone was going to have to chug something, but
Cosmic chug imminent.
Yeah. No, this is the opposite of that.
No, it's not the opposite because the opposite is a stellar sip. But
What? No, cosmic chug is like I guess.
that's typically broken rule or
yeah, like trying to like force.
well,
someone
they
to-
broke the rule
Yeah.
because this isn't gin. That's really what it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't hate this. This is the other thing.
These, you know, it's the funniest part about these, and it's not like we didn't think this would happen, but you don't go for the NA version of the spirit you love a lot,
right.
right? Like I'm not drinking an NA whiskey.
The funny part
You're
about
not
it,
drinking an NA gin. Like it's just not.
but I would. That would be the whole thing,
no, my
right?
point. But that's my point. Is like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't
You
think
mean
it's
you're
going
not
to
gonna
happen.
be
You're not going to find a
satisfied?
replacement
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
going to satisfy
Fair enough.
what you want out of that spirit.
Yeah, and considering how we were rating it, like I don't
Yeah.
drink
I
gin. I
think-
don't like gin, but I don't mind this.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like whiskey. Chris loved so it was a disappointment for him.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
Yeah,
good
and I
for
think,
me.
So I think we have two things going on here. We have the my like personal subjective preference, but we also have the would I drink this because this is my favorite spirit? Like, would I actually consume this if I needed to, or could it be a replacement? And going back to the whiskey, it wasn't my favorite, but it made a passable old fashioned. The Moscato wine and the Brut can be those things if you need them to be those things.
Yeah.
Totally.
I don't feel that way about the particular gin. I think that the smell was off and the flavor profile was just off for me personally.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say the more I'm drinking it, because I'm drinking it as we sit here, it's growing on me a little. It's not growing on me tasting more like gin, but the drink itself is growing on me.
Okay.
So if someone gave me this on like a hot summer day and I was like, you know what? I've already had a real gin and tonic. It's hot. I want to hang out, but I want something like adjacent.
Yeah.
And not like just a limeade. I might grab this.
I'm gonna go ahead with the ranking. I'm giving
Yeah,
that a
do it up.
solid goose egg.
Dang, I don't know if I'm going to give any of these a goose egg. I might do a 1.5. This is almost a 2 for me.
Yeah, this is a 1 for me because I would drink it, but it definitely wouldn't be something I'd go for.
I'm trying to think. I think I actually like this one second.
Good. Yeah, that's great.
I like the wine. I think I even liked it better than the sparkling Brut as well.
Dang,
So I would give it like,
great.
Yeah, this one
5.
had like an interesting, like,
A palette.
yeah,
It's like layers.
It's really easy to drink.
Yeah.
It's refreshing, and
It's
and
real
like you
light.
said, on a nice summer day, like this would be nice to drink. It just is. It there isn't much there other than that.
I think
So,
you just got to change your mindset, You got to do one of those like, listen,
this isn't a gin and tonic.
I'm not trying to make a gin and
yeah,
tonic.
exactly.
I'm trying to make something that's going to be kind of there,
Yeah,
Sure.
but not all the way.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
No.
if you will. Okay, sorry.
Ah.
Rob's not here. I thought I would just try and infuse his spirit into this.
Right.
He's
episode.
listening and laughing. So we've tried spirits, we've tried wine. It is now time for beer. First up, non-alcoholic Samuel Adams called Just the Haze. Hazy, juicy, and refreshing IPA style. No alcohol. So we're
I
going to
saved
see.
you though, because you wanted to pick O'Doul's, and I said
Oh,
no.
gross. No,
well, I figured
thank
that's
you.
kind of the
Said no.
classic that everybody thinks of, and then I
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, but
it's like
again-
drinking Milwaukee Beast. You know, it's terrible.
Yeah, but also like nice.
I actually really liked Sam Adams beer, so I'm anxious to try.
There's a
I'm telling you,
trend.
the other one that I brought is good.
Chris is having
So-
an athletic brewing company.
Well,
Can we-
I
I
know.
don't
gonna
want to
have
mix
some.
my cup, so can I have a new cup,
Yeah,
please?
yeah, I got y'all.
Again, I was going to say, like, there's a trend now. The more you go to wherever you buy beer, the more non-alcoholic flavors there are. Truly.
Yeah, for sure.
Just the haze. All right.
Smells
All right.
good.
Just the haze. Let's. It
Clinky.
smells like an IPA.
It definitely
I
smells
will
like a
tell that.
beer.
The
Kinda weird.
smell is correct.
This smells even more than the Athletic.
Smells more than some IPAs I've had, to be fair.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but I like it.
Yes, this would be great on a hot summer day. This is definitely a spring summer beer.
Yeah, this is the type of beer that I might start going towards more. Are you doing a backyard barbecue where you're going to be drinking
Right.
all day? Go for something like this so that you're not hungover the next day because it still tastes like beer.
Okay,
Like,
this
and-
is
and-
good.
and, like a
Yeah.
an actual IPA beer, not a sad Milwaukee Beast.
Sam Adams. I'm just going to go ahead and
Yeah.
Stellar Sip.
The other funny thing is Sam Adams has disappointed me recently too. They've been going for like other random things, trying to be cool, and I don't like them. But this works.
Yeah, this you could definitely pull off that placebo
I see that.
effect experiment with. You could definitely pull it off with this one.
Oh, for sure.
I actually
Yeah.
really like this.
Yeah?
I think we should get some of this for me.
Well,
I'm a
guess what?
big
There's
fan.
5 more cans down on the floor just for you.
I really like it. It almost I wanted to look at it because I get like a lemon, but
Yeah, I'll be
like
honest.
some kind of
Or orange. I'm
or
not
maybe
sure.
a
orange.
little-
Okay.
It's a little weedy
It is.
for me.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I like it a lot. I'm just saying, like,
I really like
are
it.
we splitting hairs? We're splitting hairs here, right? It does make me think of a good IPA.
Yeah.
I've probably had some worse alcoholic beers than this.
True. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I know you
Oh,
have because you
yeah.
did the gross one.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the smell, but it tastes really good.
Smells
always-
like beer, tastes like beer.
The smell of it is just as important as the taste of it.
Yeah.
And so it can be really off-putting to be, having something in the nose of a beer that is awful.
And it's only 98 calories for one.
Yeah.
Just
That's
the
not bad.
haze.
Which is funny because
Yeah.
normally the 100-calorie
Has a
beer.
3.56
You can,
on
you can have
Untapped.
one of these babies in
Really?
a 100
Yeah, that's
calorie
pretty damn
pack
good.
a snack.
Oh,
Three-
that is really good.
Yeah.
3.56.
With
I would,
over 5,000 check-ins. So
Yeah.
that's not nothing.
no,
Oh wow!
that's respectable. Yeah.
And it's
I
and
would
it's not
definitely
bad.
drink this.
I'll give it a 5. Out of everything we've tasted today, I will give that a 5.
This is the best thing we've had so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is high in carbs, but
It's a
calorie,
beer.
yeah, calories.
Well, it is and it isn't, right?
I reversed
'Cause
my
carbs-
trend of tanking us at the end, although we still have one more thing to try. So far, we're looking good.
I'm checking this
I
in.
think this is my favorite overall.
Oh, good call. I should check it in too.
Pretty darn. I didn't use the word darn. Good for an NA
Nice.
beer.
Matt and Friends Drink the Universe does have an Untapped account recently opened,
Ooh,
so
look at
feel
that.
free to
Check it
find us
out.
and follow us.
You're going professional.
I am.
This is good.
Yeah.
It must be.
Yeah,
You two are
it's like
typing
8
away over
times.
there.
You're both over there
There.
writing a good
We're
check-in.
writing a
We're-
review as you're drinking it.
We are. We're checking in on Untapped.
So that's the next level. Would you check it in on Untapped immediately? Apparently, this
Oh,
warrants
I
an
mean, we
immediate
check
check-in.
everything.
I'll
in.
check.
We check
any
trash
beer.
in.
Yeah, any beer. Well, I didn't do the
old
shite
German
beers
or whatever.
that we had during the beer bracket.
Yeah.
But every other beer I check in.
Last episode of the season is the budget beer bracket.
Oh, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Oof.
It's a
boy.
doozy.
So the last one today, I'm firmly on the fence about. We're going to see.
Same.
We're going to see. So Guinness has recently introduced a zero non-alcoholic beer.
Okay, I was like,
Cool.
hey,
Good one.
Yeah, I'm just kind of reading the can and thinking. So they've introduced a zero non-alcoholic
Beer.
Beverage.
Yeah, yep, beverage here. It looks like your traditional Guinness can. If you shake it, it's clearly got the little thing on the inside of it for the nitro
Oh, it's
pressurization.
nitroed?
It-
little
Cool.
widget.
Yep, it has a widget. The
right, let's do
only
this.
difference is that the can is blue. There's blue rings on the can, but
Okay.
It has a big 0 in the front for 0 alcohol.
Oh, that was like less
Nice.
satisfying, but it was still pretty good.
So the thing about Guinness, I was saying earlier off mic, Guinness isn't super alcoholic to begin with, right? You don't drink a Guinness and get a lot of alcohol out of it.
like 4.5%.
Right, there-
Yeah.
it's not really.
4.5.
And so what are you removing out of this?
I'm taking a sip of yours.
Oh, sure.
I don't want my
Here.
own.
Here's another cup.
I can just take a sip of Matt's. That's fine. Oh, no, I don't share drinks. What am I
That was-
thinking?
That's a face
Only
I
my
just
kid
saw
I share drinks
happen.
with. No, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what.
We already heard. We heard the other episode. We don't want
Yeah,
floaties.
that's very true. So
Yeah,
there's
no
the
floaties.
proof.
floaties.
Oh.
It smells like Guinness.
It does
Mm.
smell like Guinness.
Smells like tar.
Oh, it smells really
It
caramelly.
pours the right color too. So
it
everybody's
has a
very
coffee smell to me to it.
Yeah, it's
Fr-
pretty.
this is gonna
It's pretty
freak me out.
roasty.
Guinness has a very distinctive color when it's poured. So if anybody's ever had a Guinness or seen it come out of a tap, you know exactly what the color is. This has that color. Chris is going in. I'm right behind him.
Oh, I forgot to clink. Sorry.
Oh.
It's bad luck.
It's almost there.
It is almost there.
Nah.
It's hard to nail the flavor that's missing.
It's not creamy enough.
It's so smooth, though. I mean, guys, I don't drink Guinness.
Yeah.
I
So
don't drink Guinness either.
I betray my Irish
it-
heritage every time I.
It's the
Don't
creamy,
want
but
one.
it also doesn't dip down to that bitter that Guinness typically does. Like
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
what
but
I'm
I
missing.
kind of
Yeah.
love that.
Well, I mean, that's why you probably avoid it to begin with. So, yeah.
I guess
bad.
I'm just weird.
to me, it has a coffee taste to it,
For sure,
which
yeah.
isn't bad.
That's what Guinness gets you. Like, it's not
And it's-
coffee flavored, but it
Yeah.
has that roasty.
And it's not as thick, so I think I actually prefer that better.
a little
See,
thinner.
And that's something that the big joke always is like, oh, you don't need to have breakfast. You can just have a Guinness instead.
Right.
I disagree with that statement. Like, Guinness isn't heavy to me. I can drink 3 or 4 Guinness and not Guinnesses, Guinness-I.
Can I?
Can I?
Guinness, and not feel like I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I
And-
agree
and
with
that
I
you.
may-
mean, no one
that may
should drink
also be
so much
about-
they're gonna die.
Well,
Like,
But
Yeah.
when you're saying that like one replaces breakfast, I don't think that's true at all.
maybe that's why I don't like Guinness. I don't eat breakfast.
Maybe.
That might be it.
I'm not a big breakfast person either.
Oh, see, look at us.
I'm a huge Guinness fan.
No green
I
eggs and
enjoy
ham
that.
over here.
I
And you
enjoy
like
that
breakfast?
particular shot with the Baileys and the whiskey that gets dropped into the Guinness.
Yep.
I really like that one quite a bit. You could totally
you
could
can
do that
say
with
what
He's
this.
they
trying
are.
to. No, you
Like,
can't.
what?
He's trying to be PC, Chris.
Oh,
I was trying to be
Okay.
a little.
It's an Irish
it's a
lucky shot.
car pow.
There we
Yeah.
go.
No. It's a car diddly diddly. That's what it
It was
is.
a car diddly
A
diddly.
diddly diddly car.
All right, there
Yep.
we go.
I'm sorry. It happened. I don't know what else.
What happened?
History happened.
Can I have some more,
History
please?
did happen.
Yeah.
Thank
History
you.
did. Colloquially
We all
called
know history
the Irish car
happened, but
bomb.
we're
There, I
not
said it.
Thank you.
listen.
Yeah.
I said it. So
Thank you for trying to be kind.
I did.
What do you rate it?
What do I rate? That's a good question. I give it a 4.
I give it
Okay.
I give it a 3.5. I would definitely not at all say you could replace Guinness with this, but in the absence of the availability of regular Guinness, I could drink this on St. Patrick's Day and not be super angry.
Yeah. Again, you could do that placebo effect experiment with this and get somebody to completely believe it's
you can
beer. And
leave
I
it,
think that's a high bar to clear for something that's not beer.
For sure. Yeah. To believe it's beer. I don't think you could blind taste test this and mistake it for Guinness. You will be able to taste the difference between the two. That's
If you told somebody was sitting in the tap line for a little bit, you might be able to get away with that.
yeah,
That's what I
maybe.
mean.
Oh yeah,
Or somebody doesn't
that's the
really
other thing.
drink
Yeah,
Guinness
instead
that
of the
much.
placebo thing, we should do an experiment where we replace it 3 beers in.
That's
Oh.
what I mean. I feel like that's what you could do. That's what I was going to say.
It's
Like,
like the first two,
with
it
the
gets your
gin.
palate used to the regular thing, and then the third one, you hit them with the NA version, and they don't notice the difference.
Oh, yeah.
well, and the
absolutely.
beauty, I mean, the beauty of that still
That's what we
is
joked about.
you
with
get some
the,
hydration a little bit still.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's not sucking out the moisture from your body.
Right. What were you joking about?
We were joking with the what were those vodka cocktail in a can?
Oh, the kickstand.
Yeah,
From Kickstand Brewing, yeah.
Yeah, that we could like exchange those and really prank people. You know, after you're drunk a little bit, you wouldn't
Oh, the
notice
hot
that we
pepper.
put the
That's just
spicy
mean.
ones.
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
You
At least
could,
we're
you
trying
could-
to help people out by putting this one in and being like, don't have a hangover, have this 0%.
Yeah, Kickstand Cocktails, by the way, not Kickstand Brewing. Sorry, Kickstand. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and listening. We hope we gave you some ideas for things that you can go out and find and try.
And check it out on your own, honestly. Don't just listen to us, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we've got
Overall-
thoughts, but, you know, you go check it out. I mean, I'll be honest, like, the price point on some of these, I purchased a few of them. Not terrible. If you're used to, like, middle shelf liquor, you'd be in a good place.
Overall, I think it's a good thing to explore because you might surprise yourself
Yes.
with some stuff you might not normally try or something that you think might not be good, but actually turns out good.
So let's go around the table one time. Favorite thing that we've drank during this episode. We started this way. We'll go with Siobhan first.
Okay. I might go with the IPA.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
same.
I'm going to steal
Yep.
it because, I mean, the whiskey's a close second for me,
Nice.
but that IPA
Yeah,
is
I'm
honestly.
on the Sam Adams hazy.
Are we going to me? Oh, we're
Yep.
me now. I'm actually going to say the Sam Adams, even though I would normally go to something sweet like a wine, the Moscato, but I really like this. I think we need to get some of this for me.
All right. We can do that.
It's
Success.
a winner.
I'm also going with the Sam Adams there. So one more time.
Stellar Sip.
Thanks again for listening to Matt and Friends Drink the Universe. Today's boozy quote comes from Dorothy Parker, who said, "I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy." Please push all the buttons for us on social media. It's Matt and Friends DTU on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. That's Matt and Friends DTU. For more information, including all the places you can listen to the podcast and where to find our merch store, visit mattandfriendsdtu.com.